Hi everyone, it's Kaylee from Threaded Narrative back with another tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a fabric corner bookmark. Here I am choosing which fabrics I want to use. I'm going to make 2 bookmarks today. As you can see, I have a lot of pre-cut fabrics to choose from because I make these bookmarks often, but you're going to want to cut your fabric into a square that measures 3.5 inches. For each bookmark, you're going to need 2 pieces of solid color fabric for the front and back, along with a printed fabric for the corner. You of course can change this up however you'd like. If you choose to add interfacing, you'll also need a single square for each bookmark, and in order to add interfacing to the corner, you're going to take one of those pieces of interfacing and cut it in half diagonally. Here's how all of your pieces should look laid out. Once you have all of your pieces cut out and ready to go, you're going to want to iron each of them. Now you're going to take the single piece of solid fabric that you will use for the back of the bookmark and adhere one piece of your interfacing to the wrong side of the fabric. You will then repeat this process for your other bookmark. To create your corner, fold your one piece of printed fabric in half diagonally and iron on the fold. Take one of your triangle interfacing pieces and place it inside of the fold of the corner that you just created. Fold your fabric back over onto the interfacing and iron to adhere. Here's how all of your prepped pieces will look once you've ironed and adhered your interfacing. I like to add a label to my bookmarks because I sell these for my business and it gives a nice touch of branding. But of course, this step is completely optional. I placed my label on the good side of the fabric piece that I did not adhere my interfacing to and measure my label distance 3/4 inches from the top and right side. After I figure out my placement, I pin my label in place to get it ready for the sewing machine. To attach your label to your fabric, simply sew along all edges of the label as close to the edge as you can manage. Repeat this step for both of your bookmarks. To combine your pieces, take your piece of back fabric with the interfacing and place your corner on top, good sides facing together, followed by your top piece with the label attached, making sure all good sides are facing inwards. Simply clip around the edges to get it ready for the sewing machine. Repeat this same process with your second bookmark. To combine your pieces, start sewing along the bottom corner of your bookmark, and then sew along all edges using a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Be sure to leave a approximately 2-inch gap on the bottom. Here's what your bookmark should look like once you've sewn all the edges and left open that 2-inch gap. If you want to reduce the bulk of your bookmarks, simply snip off all the corners diagonally as well as along the side seams approximately 1 inch to the corner, being careful not to snip any of your stitches. Now you get to turn each of your bookmarks inside out. Using your 2-inch gap that you left unsewn, push all of the bookmark through the gap until your entire bookmark is right side out. Use a blunt-ended object or a point turner to gently push out the corners without poking out a hole in your fabric. You'll want to iron your bookmarks once you turn them inside out to ensure that they lay flat. Make sure to tuck in all of your raw edges from your gap to ensure you have a clean and seamless look. Adjust the edges of your gap opening as needed to make sure that the fabric is laying in a straight line. For the final step of your bookmark, you're going to top stitch along all edges. But first, make sure you're using a matching thread that matches your front and back background fabric the best. Also, be sure to change out your bobbin thread to ensure that the color matches on the back as well. I used a 1/4 inch seam allowance to finish off the top stitching of my bookmark, but you can adjust according to your own preference. Simply sew along all of your edges completely. Once you finish your top stitching, your bookmark will be complete and ready to use for many years to come. Don't forget to visit my website at threadednarrative.com where you can find the free downloadable version of this tutorial. Until next time, I hope you have a great day and keep creating.